waiting a couple of seconds, then talking. Good morning. Wait, forgot my damn coffee again. Hold on. Oh, look, it's recording. Good morning. Hi. Um, I have coffee now. Coffee is very important. You need coffee. You like coffee. You want coffee. Coffee is good. The hell was I going to talk about? Oh yeah. So after my little post, just trying to talk about the basics of Christianity and that there's a conspiracy to call everybody who tries to explain the basics of Christianity a racist or a bigot. Um, I got called a bigot and a cunt face, but who can really argue with that? Look at this face. It is clearly a cunt. I don't even know what to say. But before anybody else might get the wrong impression about me, I am not a racist. I am a liberal Democrat who happens to be a Christian. You know, Jesus was a liberal Democrat if there was a Democratic Party at the time. Yeah. Um, see, the thing is, I'm aware of these things called facts. And not the facts that everybody knows. I know those facts. Don't tell me to Google something. I've been searching on the internets since before Google was registered as a domain. Okay? In fact, I've been on the internet, I've been on the www since before the internet existed. Oh, do. Some of you don't even know how that's possible, do you? Oh. Well, then Al Gore created the internet, and no, but that's not what this video is about, so I'm not going to explain. Um, what I'm going to explain is very clear evidence of why I am not a racist. Zap zap. Um, after I check my coffee for lint and cat hair and dog hair and my hair and your hair. Why is your hair in my coffee? What? So, racism. You know, I used to think it was really cute when I was like 13. Like, I'm not racist. I hate everybody equally. But in retrospect, I was still kind of just a scared little white boy at the time. Um, but I can safely say that at this point in my life, the only race I have any animosity towards is NASCAR. Because the cars that I drive turn right and left. Look, they're making another left turn. Take a sip of beer. Hey, look, they're making another left turn. Not really my thing. I'm more of a American Le Mans Series, FIA GT, Japan Super GT, rallies. I like motocross. I like champion trucks. I like Baja and Dakar, Dakar. Yeah, you know how they did that big rally race on the Jaffa homeworld of Dakar on Stargate. Yeah. Um. No. Do you need a teleprompter? I need a teleprompter. Everybody kind of needs a teleprompter. Bug. That bug needs a teleprompter. Tell him to get the fuck out of my fucking field of vision. There's these weird bugs that I think they're biting, like, me and my wife. I don't know what the hell they are. They're little tiny white fluffy bugs. They're this big. This big. Doesn't work from this book. That big. And I just spent, what, 30 seconds explaining that for no goddamn reason? Don't laugh with me. Laugh at me. By all means. I don't care. I do it on purpose. I don't know if you can tell. Acting like a normal person is easy. It's just fucking boring. So, let's see. Me, the racist. At the point at which I had moved to America from New Zealand and learned what African American people were through three skewed experiences, I was a racist for a year and a half period when I was 10 years old and all the way up to about 11 and a half. Okay. These three skewed experiences were after my parents got divorced, I moved into a little place called a Kempwood Village. The move in was complete on Thursday, and the following evening, I decided to go to the rec center. In my previous upper middle class neighborhood, the rec center was an actual rec center. You know, kids went there and they found other kids to play with. I go down to this place and I found myself immediately surrounded by the first black kids I had ever met. The only knowledge I had of African descendant people were from documentaries. The only dark skinned people I had any experience with were the Maoris and Aborigines of New Zealand, Australia. And they were the awesomest people I knew. And my initial impression was, okay, these guys are surrounding me. And this one little short guy come up and bucked up on me like this. I thought, rite of passage. And I studied martial arts quite considerably in my youth. It's kind of a family tradition in my line. And bounced him off of my knee, hooked his arm. He had his arm spread like that. I hooked one arm and brought my knee right up to his face. And I don't remember anything else except for the sound of like a million things hitting my head. And I later got in tight with the very large group of Mexicans that hung out closer to my apartment. And after beating up this one very tall black kid, I had made friends with them, but also had made friends with another short black kid named Davy, who I believe was Scarface's nephew. If you're out there, David, I'm the white kid who used to play Ninja Turtles 2 with. Fucking, that's some funny shit right there. When that Ninja Turtles like the first like arcade style one? Yeah, what was that? Not Dungeon Dragon. Double Dragon. Double Dragon. Remember Double Dragon? Anybody remember Double Dragon? All right, so I lived for Kempwood about a year and 2 summers. Was in fourth grade, and one of the only other white kids at that school got stabbed and died. He was a fourth grader. I got attacked all the time just for being white, but I don't consider myself to have been a racist at that point. The next neighborhood I lived in was in Alief, Houston. Alief, I don't know how it's looking now, but in the early 90s, it was kind of rough. A lot of abandoned houses and a lot of gangs just kind of roamed the area. I was in one of them. And there were kind of two different sections of this gang. One that openly acknowledged white power, and one that thought those people were pigs and needed to be kind of talked sense into on a regular basis. And I was in the group that wanted to talk sense into them on a regular basis. The only time at which I considered wavering was when my, I hate to pull the Stephen Colbert phrase out, but my black friend at the time named Leon had either raped or attempted to rape my sister. And that was the time in my life in which the N word came out in anger. I was 10 years old. And it didn't last but a few months because the people in my family who were the ones I had borrowed those ideas from, the Texans and the rednecks in Louisiana, they were the ones who I didn't like the way they fucking treated anybody. And I didn't want to be like those people. So it didn't see long for me and my childhood emotional psychosis to see my way through clear of racism. And, you fast forward a few years, and I have, over time, become more comfortable hanging around with black people than white people. And it's mostly because of my inherently street nature, I guess you could say. I'm hard as a fucking rock, man. Not just hard headed neither. Um, I have never lost a fight against like 3 people or less. Don't ever intend to either. In fact, the past several times I fought 3 people, they just kind of made me have to wake up. That's about it. In fact, one of them started when I was asleep, so yeah, I definitely had to wake up. So okay, the recent phase in my life, I'm gonna skip a whole hell of a lot because well, in 1999 I was partying like it was 1999. After 9/11 happened, I became a just democratic civil rights, free speech activist, and I was very interested in like what the hell happened to reparations? Like I'm a liberal, okay? Any real Christian is a liberal. Liberals don't seem to fucking understand that or just want to acknowledge that anymore because, well, all their scientific arguments are slowly falling apart. And if they acknowledge that real Christianity is actually a liberal faith that has protected and enabled atheists to thrive, they might start actually feeling bad for being such chicken shit faithless bastards in the first place. So, back on what I was saying, the recent phase in my life, uh, I have 2 best friends. One of them is, man, he's straight up black dude, will fucking fuck anybody. Man, we are brothers. He will fuck anybody up who fucks with me, and I will fuck anybody up who fucks with him. All right. And we stayed in Bunch Village, across Airline Highway from each other. That's some hood for all you people who aren't familiar. And I mean, I wasn't the only white person on the street, but the other white people worked full time, didn't come home much, and had a whole lot of problems where they lived. Um, I had my share of problems. I had my daughter get fucked with on the bus. And I done ran down the damn street barefoot after jumping off my balcony to go kick the motherfucking shit out of everybody. was scared as shit. Because, well, when I'm angry, the sun can get brighter, doesn't it? That's fucking hilarious to me. Had some I had some thug motherfucker when I was walking back from this shit, kind of like walking up like he was gonna see what the fuck what was going on. As soon as I turned to face him, the fucking clouds parted and the sun came from right behind me and got in his eyes, and he looked visibly shaken. Pleased to meet you. Won't you guess my name? 15 minutes. So, the reason why I thought it was so important to disclaim any claims that might be made in the future that I am a racist. First of all, I think my past and my present speaks for itself. And frankly, anybody who accuses me of stupid shit is going to have bad things happen to them. There's nothing I can do about that. It's just the way it is. You can't go trolling on the internet without bad karma, dumbasses. Oh, I hear kittens meow. Ooh, wait, I can bring a kitten here. So if the whole video sucked, at least I showed you a kitten. Hold up. I have a kitten. There's a kitten that's playing with mother. Say hello to kitten. Hello to kitten. Oh yeah, I have no shame. I'll hold a kitten on the camera. Because look at this kitten. I mean, this is a cute freaking kitten right here. You just want to rub it on your face. Oh, you're my good kitten. Yeah, I'm retarded. It's fun. He's giant. Oh, he's about getting big enough to where he wants to just run around and terrorize everything. Hardly even shake him when he tries to stand up. She. This is a girl. All right. So, even if you still think I'm racist, you can't argue with how cute this fucking kitten is. You just can't. You just can't. That was a futile attempt at a punchline. And on that bombshell,